Alright guys, how's it going? It is Thursday, the 17th of January 2017, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright. So, this is not to do with Liverpool Football Club directly. This is to do with Spygate, the Leeds United Spygate, where the police were attending to Derby's training ground because there was some dodgy guy outside, you know, like snooping around and that, like spying on Derby on behalf of Leeds United Football Club. And first of all, I want to say I like Leeds United Football Club, alright? And if you're wondering why, that's because most of my family support Leeds United. It's divided. Half of my family support Leeds and half support Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And when I was, say, 15, I think, or something like that, I went to quite a few Leeds United games because they were local to where I lived at the time. And it was the season that Leeds United and Sheffield United were competing for promotion, which was probably around 1990, I think. And it may have been the last... I can't remember. I think they got promoted, and it was around the time that it switched to the Premier League. But it was good. I used to enjoy going to watch Leeds play. Vinnie Jones, Gordon Strachan, Gary Speed, you know, Chris Kamara. It was good. It was interesting. You know, you love football, you're going to go and watch football. Do you know what I mean? And I've had no problem with that. Wherever I've lived, I've always gone and had a little nosy. Don't mean you support them. You might want them to do well or to win a game, but you know, at the end of the day, you're a Liverpool fan. You're a Liverpool fan. Do you know what I mean? Because some people are a bit like, I couldn't do that. I'm all red through and through. You know what I mean? It's like, just fucking grow up. You know what I'm talking about, knobheads. So yeah, back in the day, like I said, I did that, and my uncle is a massive Leeds United fan. And so I went to a couple of games with him, and also took him to some Liverpool games, you know, when Leeds played there and things like that. He has a great deal of respect for Liverpool, as I find that a lot of Leeds United fans do, because they're old school, they know the, you know, the traditions and the rivalry as well. But it isn't rivalry like Liverpool versus Everton, Liverpool Man U, Leeds Man United. There's always been that sort of like respectful rivalry, no hatred. I'm sure there's some muppets on each side that want to let the side down, but I always had time for Leeds United, and for me to see Leeds doing well and hopefully gaining promotion would be fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say. Be fantastic. So at Christmas, Liverpool were top, Leeds were top. You know, people in my family were buzzing, so I like that. You know what I'm saying? So I like Leeds United. I have a soft spot for them. I hope they get promoted, and I hope we batter them. Yeah, so that's a good compromise, isn't it? If that happens. But yeah, Leeds United are one of those clubs that I think should be in the top flight of English football year in, year out. Maybe don't deserve to be if the, you know, the top teams are the ones that, you know, play the best and are up there on merit. But sometimes I can't help you. Sometimes we play some of these clubs, and I'm like, fuck me, you know, fucking shitty club like this, and you could have Leeds in here. Anyway, so yeah, I wonder what your thoughts were about the Spygate thing. Do you not think I seen Lampard today on the news again, going on about it again? You know, oh well, hopefully the Football League will now take part, you know, and investigate it and that. All right, he doesn't speak like that because he's not that bright, but do you know what I mean? No, I mean, I'm not a Frank Lampard hater, but I just think, fucking hell, come on, Frank, get with it, man. You know, this is football, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If you think that it doesn't take place, you're off your bonds. Danny Murphy was saying this the other day. Last week I was listening to Danny Murphy talk about it, and he was saying that he was conscious of it. You know, when he was at Liverpool, and he also commented on the days when you used to be able to like see everything at Anfield, at Melwood, you know, and then these fucking Twitter knobheads ruined it for us all, didn't they? Because they started leaking the teams out and shit like that. What fan does that? Do you know what I mean? I hate these wankers on Twitter. I might be on Twitter, but you already know I'm a wanker anyway, so it's irrelevant. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm on there just to fuck us up. Honestly, I just like to see people get triggered. But you get, tell you what, that's why I like Donald Trump and people like that. Because I just think, you know what I mean? I couldn't give a fuck about Donald Trump, really. But people get so, like, fucking triggered, don't they? Do you know what I mean? So I'll retweet and like stuff, me, and I'll sit back like that with a little fishing rod, you know what I mean? What's up with them all? Does it fucking matter? We're all going to die anyway, seriously. With a bit of luck, it might be fucking sooner rather than later. Who wants to stay on this planet forever? Fuck that, come on, man. I like the Don, me. Did you see him yesterday, or was it day before yesterday? He bought 1,000 burgers for everyone. Now, if anyone that buys someone a fucking burger is a fucking legend. You know, I did think it was funny. What the fucking hell's funny? I did think it was talking about Leeds United again, Vinnie Jones. Don't matter. I did think it was funny during that little speech he gave to all these people. He said, you know, I could have sent her out, you know, the first lady to make you all a salad with the help of the second lady and that, but I thought I'd get you a burger. 1,000 burgers, huh? Back in the day, I could do 1,000 burgers easily. These days, as you can see, I'm fading away, guys. 6 stone almost now, yeah, fucking your words. Piece of piss. What we're talking about, you know, I like to get into my videos. I like to talk to you guys, you know what I'm saying? But come on, Danny Murphy was saying that, you know, we were aware of it, we knew it took place, you know, we knew everyone, they all do it. And what I liked yesterday was when the Leeds United manager called this press conference, and this is, I'll tell you what, guys, please tell me you're fucking sorry, because honestly, you have to have seen it or read about the coverage, because it was fantastic. It was absolutely brilliant. And there was a tweet, which I retweeted this morning, actually. I was like, by someone called Ian McCourt, who put a tweet out yesterday saying, we've just been told that the Leeds United manager is set to resign, right? Now, he is from one football or something, I think they're called. One football? I don't know. But just shows, you know what I mean? So he put out that, onefootball.com. He put this tweet out that we've been told that the Leeds United manager is set to resign. That's just called a press conference. And there was a little bit of speculation, suggestion that could happen. But he actually said, no, we've been told he's going to resign. You know what I mean? Anyway, they had this press conference, and the manager comes out, and he says, I fucking spied on everyone. I mean, I like that. I like that kind of attitude. I like that. And then he got the projector fired up and showed them all like documents and everything, and how he spends 4 hours reviewing each opponent before a game or something like that. I don't know. So I have to Google it just to make sure that I've got it fucking perfect. Because I hate it when you start getting smart in the comments. Because you'll message and go, actually, Fatty, he didn't say that. What are you gonna call me? What are you gonna call me next year? Don't know, because you won't be able to call me like Fatty anymore. You know what I mean? You have to call me. You can't call me the big man either in a nice token way. You'll have to call me, hey, Blue Eyes, how's it going? Yeah. So he said, you can call me what you fucking want. I couldn't give a shit. He gave a 70-minute lecture, right? See, there's a link there by the Daily Mirror. Now, I like the Daily Mirror as a newspaper to read. It was my paper growing up. Not that I've ever grown up. But their website is fucking shite. I mean, it really is shite. Let me just... I've got to turn my ad blocker off here. Hang on the Independent. What's it say here? So he did this 70-minute thing. Fuck off, will you register for free and all that shit? It's like visiting Echo website, that's useless and all, isn't it? I'm going to make it easier for the investigation of the league. I'm going to give the information it needs, and I assume the fact that my behaviour is heard from the most extreme position. In a few words, I can tell you we observed all the rivals we played against, and we watched all the training sessions of the opponents before we played against them. Regarding what I've done, it's not illegal, it's not specified, it's not described, it's not restrained, we can discuss it, it's not seen as a good thing, but it's not a violation of the law. Please, guys, if you haven't read this, please go and have a look of what he actually said in the transcript, and he's class, honestly. He said then... he used a projector to show the assembled media the analysis he compiles on each opponent. He explained how Leeds staff watched all 51 games Derby played last season. Every fucking 51 games. With each game taking 4 hours. There's the 4 hours that I read. 4 hours to analyse. 51 times 4, claiming the preparation of the Rams alone took his staff 360 hours. I mean, this is now on a level of Rafa Benitez, isn't it? Because he was obsessed with all that as well. I would like to explain how the brain of a head coach works, or at least those who work like me. Apart from the players in a club, you have around 20 staff members. These 20 people create a volume of information absolutely not necessary, and it doesn't define the path of the competition. So why do we do that? Because we feel guilty if we don't work enough, blah, blah, fucking blah. Anyway, so another example that I stumbled on with regards to this, something that he said, was that with opponents, he watched a corner. Now we all know when someone takes a corner, they might put their hand up, or they might, you know what I mean, like discreetly give a little sign as to what they're doing. Oi, right? And he said that from studying this, they managed to crack one of the opponent's codes on the corners. Now let's be honest. If you always put your hand up, right, at a corner, you can't do it every game, can you? Because people know what that means. But he cracked whatever the fucking system was, notification thing was, ahead of a game against their opponents. This is fucking great. This is great. I don't know, maybe that don't bother you, you know? I don't like stats and things like that, right? I hate it when something my watch is going off. Time to get moving. Fuck off, cheeky cunts. I'm busy. I'm not into stats and that. You know, when people go, oh, you know, with this year, we've scored 2 more goals in this stage at last year. Fuck off. Not interested. All I'm interested in is the league table. But stuff like this, right, when someone's got a bit of nous and that, you know, and using a bit of intelligence and that, fantastic. I like it. I think he's a legend. An absolute legend. I really do. And I tell you what, I'd say that about any manager, any club. It's not just it's Leeds United, any club, right? Club. Any club, as Rafa Benitez would say. So I like it. I like that. And that might give some, you know, example as to why Leeds United are doing so well. And at the end of the day, are their fans going to give a fuck what anybody thinks? Right? Now then, Leeds United played 27, I do believe, 54 points, 4 points ahead of Sheffield United again. You know, you guys, you know, you're only maybe interested in the Premier League. Right? I get that. But, you know, like we often talk about old school football and, you know, what it used to be like and the passion and all that. You look at some of these lower divisions and them divisions are still like, they're unspoiled, they're not ruined, yeah? So you, mark my words, Leeds United versus Sheffield United, right? Whenever that is. Now, I've got a feeling, right? Let me have a look. Leeds fixtures. I've got a feeling that's one of the last games of the seasons. Now, I might be wrong. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I hate it on when it's on, what do you call it? Google, because it's put in a stupid format. Leeds United versus Sheffield United on the 16th of March, right? And the Sheffield Wednesday there as well in April. But 16th of March at Elland Road, Leeds United versus Sheffield United. Fucking bloodbath. In and outside the stadium. You know what I'm saying? What a game to go to. I wish I was in England then. Anyway, so they're riding high. Now the question I would ask you, right, is predominantly the majority of you who watch my videos are Liverpool supporters. If you're not, you know, I love the fact that other people watch my videos. Comment in the video who you support if you don't support Liverpool. And your manager, would you condone this behaviour of your manager, Jurgen Klopp, for example, sending out spies to training grounds, having a little nosy and see what's going on, right? Or are you one of these soft cunts that's like, oh, you know, it's wrong, it's cheating. How is it fucking cheating? It's not cheating, it's you using your head. It's mental, isn't it? Always have a fucking keep an eye on what your opponents are doing. Do you know what I mean? If it's a game you need to win. Do you know what I'm saying? Just tell me what you think. I think it's good. I don't get what all the fucking thing is about. You know, it's like the thing that I had the problem with is when our fans were at Melwood putting the team online and leaking it and shit like that. That's not good because you're more or less telling them exactly, and then people soon get to know. And if you think they don't, why do you think they spent all that money and got the planning to erect a fucking thing all the way around and that? You know, so. More fool Dippy Frank Lampard if he thinks it's not happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, at the time, I think, in fairness to him, he was saying that I think they played them, didn't they, and Leeds won, right? And I don't think he used that as an excuse or anything. But, fucking hell, if I was holding a training session outside and there is publicly visible places around, I am going to say to myself, there's a possibility that someone might be observing this. Now, I think Danny Murphy said that they used to change things up a little bit in that, at Melwood, just for that purpose. Maybe after they'd done what they knew they were going to do, they might swap the bibs around a bit and shit like that to play with it. You know what I'm saying? Danny Murphy is actually not a bad listen when he starts talking about Liverpool things. And the reason I say that is when I say Liverpool things, I mean his time at Liverpool. Because he does reveal quite a bit of insight regarding how the club worked at the time. Now, Derby County are 6th, so they're in close to the playoffs, or in the playoffs, I guess, at the moment. I ain't got a problem with Frank Lampard. If anything, to be honest, I would like to see him probably do well at Derby. He's a young manager, and he's, a name that most of us would, we've probably grown up with over the last couple of decades with his, watching him as a footballer. And I know there's rivalry, Chelsea fucking rent boy, Fat Frank and all that. I used to think when I used to see people shouting Fat Frank, I used to think, fucking hell, I was as fat as him. Anyway, so what I'm saying is rivalry to one side. I'd like to see Derby do alright. So the point is, he did get my tits up, my tits up, my back up. Got on my tits, that's a better expression, isn't it? Got my back up, got on my tits this morning when I heard him talking about it on TV again. Mate, I'd be like, we're not about that, fuck that, do what you want. If you feel the need to spy on us, we must be a threat. Come on, guys, seriously. Is it not the biggest load of fucking shite ever? And I tell you what, if you're going to do one thing today, and you haven't done it already, right? If you can, watch that press conference from Leeds yesterday, right? I assume it'll be online somewhere on YouTube or something. If you can't, or you're not in a position to, at least just look at the coverage of it in the newspapers today and see if you can get a look at the transcript of it all, because it's gold. It's just pure gold. And you got knobheads on there going, we've been told he's going to be sacked, and he turns out, gets everyone in the room, everyone's like, fucking hell, what's going on? And he flicks the light switch off, puts the projector on and says, right, I fucking spied on everyone. I like it. Simple as that. Maybe it's unspotting. Who gives a fuck? If you think this stuff doesn't happen, you're deluding yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, fair play to Leeds United, and I hope they get promoted. Let me know your thoughts on this one, guys, and in particular, how you would feel if it was your club at the centre of it. Or would you be embarrassed, or would you be like, fuck off, soft comes?